Welcome back to Full Circle Healing, Just the Cards. My name is Sarah C, and today I am doing the weekly Gypsy Witch male and female reading for the week of May 5th, 2025. Happy Cinco De Mayo, everyone. So today I am starting with the gentleman. Let's see what we got for you today. Oh, I've got to put my rings back on. I was cooking with some pretty messy stuff last night. The Coffin, the Mouse, the Rapiers, and the Heart. Well, gentlemen, quite the twist this week. Let's get a closer look at what you got. So the Coffin foretells acute illness or loss of property when near the person. When distant, a probability of averting evil. Well, it's close to you, so some of you may experience some loss or illness this week, whether it's property or maybe investments. You also have the Five of Spades, and spades are air energy. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be you or someone surrounding you this week. Spades are thoughts, communications, fears, and anxiety. This is a card of conflict and instability. Seems that way, doesn't it? This is a heavy, heavy card to have this week, as it's a card of accidents, risks. Some of you might be having surgery coming up this week. You might be depressed. There's an essence of sneakiness in this energy, maybe divorce or separation on the love front for you boos. This is some serious stuff. Some of you may be cutting someone out of your life completely. Like this is a yuck card this week, I gotta say, gentlemen. So you want to be on your toes this week and watch out for any kind of accidents, whether you're driving, climbing ladders, all that kind of stuff. I actually just got that in my daily, which makes total sense. You may be taking some risks this week, gentlemen, for sure. Just be aware of how it's gonna come out, you know, what the outcome is gonna be. Some of you may be experiencing abusive relationships, and that might be what's pushing a divorce or separation into action. It's definitely violent and abusive. You're dealing with a bully this week, and some of you might experience stuff this week. So if any of you are in an abusive relationship, narcissistic and abusive, otherwise, whatever, yeah, get out. There's plenty of safe places you can go. Someone will help you. And I'm sure if you've been doing this for a minute, that people are aware of the situation and been waiting for you to pull your head out of your ass, basically. You know, you're at the end of a battle here. It doesn't matter if you're winning or losing. Was this experience worth it? And have you learned your lesson? Or are you going to keep repeating this cycle? And don't go into battle as the easiest way to solve a dispute, because, you know, arguing about something is always going to end with people going separate ways. The stakes are high. So be smart about what you're doing. And next we have the Mouse, and the Mouse denotes loss by theft. Nearby, it denotes recovery after great difficulty, but distant, the loss will be irretrievable. So it's close and you'll recover from this loss. It's going to be okay, because the Six is a card of problem solving. And even though it goes hand in hand with loss and illness and disappointment, there's good things that are going to come out of this. You can't run from the situation anymore. You have to face it. It's not going to change. You know, this is a card of problem solving. It's endings and beginnings. Some of you may be moving to a new place and ending a relationship. Someone in this relationship is being untruthful. And you're trying to make small improvements over time, but at face value, it's not where it should be, and it's not going to be where you want it to be. So there's definitely loss there and pain and a little bit of suffering, but you can't run from it. Look at the way you think about things and the way you look at your relationship. Running away from it's not going to accomplish anything but an immediate escape. So if you're going to do something and you're trying to get out of something that is abusive and unhealthy, you need to face it and not overanalyze, not think of reasons why you shouldn't, or, you know, come up with a bunch of different cons as to why you should leave, or whatever the case is. You know, if it's a dangerous situation, get the hell out of there and do it fast. You know, if it's something that's just not working, don't just leave and have nothing. Plan, figure it out. So moving on, we have the Rapiers, and they warn us against assaults which threaten and will occur sooner or later, according to the distance from the person. So again, somebody's breaking up with their boo this week, and you may be looking for another place to live. You've been doing this for a while. You know it's not going to change. It's time to beat feet, but be smart about it so you're not leaving yourself in the lurch. Now, you have the Ace of Spades. This is a lot of air energy this week, people. This is all Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, you or someone that's surrounding you this week, gentlemen. But this is endings and new beginnings. When you get the Ace of Spades, that is endings. So you're definitely ending something for some of you this week. You have conflicts going on. Some of you may be having some health issues and have to have a surgery. You're definitely in need of mental clarity this week, gentlemen, for sure. And like I always say, if this doesn't resonate for you, gentlemen, then somebody in your circle that you know this is going on with, but it's going to affect you somehow or another. Trust that. Definitely changes. There's obsessions, card of death and transformation, endings and beginnings. So it's a death of the old, making room for new things. You're worried, you're having conflict about this. You know, in the love department, you have to make decisions regarding love, whether you're going to do reconciliation again for the 50th time, or you're going to make those changes and move forward. You know, what kind of energy do you want to live in? If it's a low energy and you're living in your relationship at face value because it looks good on social media, but really behind the scenes, it's not that great. You want to make it seem great to hang on to the last little ounce of hope that things could be different, but they're never going to be different. This is for some of you, not all of you. On the flip side, gentlemen, though, you have new beginnings coming and there's great things coming and you've had a whole lot of good luck. Just saying. Just make sure this week that you communicate well. You know, you're a good thinker. Sometimes you overthink stuff and mind fuck yourself a little bit, but you know, you're a problem solver. So use your mind, figure stuff out, communicate clearly, see things clearly, and create a happy reality for yourself. Watch what you say to people. Some of you out there got a sharp tongue, and there's a time and place for it sometimes. So don't be laying stuff out there that you can't take back. Once the things are said, you just can't take them back. And although people will forgive, it still sits there. We all know this. So watch what you say to people. In the long run, you'll be a better person for it on the way out the door. Next up, we have the heart, and this signifies joy when near. Well, look at that. You also have the diamonds, and diamonds are Pentacles energy, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you or someone surrounding you this week. So as painful as the situation is for you this week, gentlemen, you're going to be a lot happier when you get the fuck out of there. Just saying. You have support all around you. You have financial gain coming to you this week with the Nine of Diamonds, and you're going to enjoy things by yourself. You love to live a life of luxury and self-sufficiency, but, you know, you have to be realistic about things and know that your wallet may not be able to provide the things that you want. Champagne dreams and a beer wallet type thing. Diamonds are finances, work, wealth, and health. So you need to watch your health this week for sure, gentlemen. I had mentioned surgery, illness, injury. I mean, you just got to watch yourself. You got to be very careful this week. Okay. It's like someone's just accident prone, is tripping over their feet. You know, anything could happen. So just be careful. Watch yourself on the job. Don't cut a finger off, you know, prepping food behind the scene, anything like that. Nines are compromise and compassion. Some of you are waiting on a payout. You have a lot of changes in finances that are coming for the better. If any of you are signing contracts or have some kind of business deal going on this week, it's going to work out in your favor, but you're waiting. You have to have patience. Right now, you have a lot of money going out, so you're stressed out about this. But for good luck and joy and happiness, you're definitely coming into a better way of life. You're doing what your soul calls you to do. Maybe some of you are starting to live for you and realize how much you're important and not living your entire life for another person. So yay you on that. In the love front, a lot of you are emotionally detached. Why? Because you're going through a breakup. It's just not there. You can love a person and it just not work. But you need to love yourself more. Along with that, some of you gentlemen may be attracted to somebody else, a friends with benefits type thing, or it may become that once you move out of where you are. That's funny. Also with the 9 and Pentacle energy, you have worked so hard to get where you are over the last few months. I mean, probably longer for some of you, you know, and you're not going to let all this love drama get in the way of your dreams and what you're trying to accomplish here. You're trying to leave a legacy for some of you, and it's been a rough road. And you're finally kind of getting the feeling that, you know, you need to put your roots in soon before it gets too late. I don't think that you'll be lonely, though. I mean, you'll have a friend with benefits for some of you, but I don't think you'll be lonely. Be careful of your choices. There's going to be a time when you have to change. Change can be scary. Maybe you need to find the right boo to share that with, because obviously the person you're with now is not the right boo. I feel many of you have tried this over and over again to make things work, and it's not working. It's going to be a rough week, gentlemen. I'm sorry. Sending you big hugs and lots of love and stardust, but at the end of the week is going to be phenomenal, and you're going to find that you're a lot happier. Watch what you say, watch what you do. It all comes back to bite you in the ass. You know, you got to live a life of higher vibration, higher energy, wanting more for yourself and not settling or changing who you are and what you want to be or do for someone else. If that's the case, you need to find someone else that shares the same goals and dreams that you do. With that, gentlemen, that wraps up your weekly reading for the week of May 5th, 2025. Enjoy your Cinco de Mayo if you all partake in the festivities. Take an Uber. Don't drink and drive, folks. We don't need any more accidents. Whoops. See? We don't need any more accidents. Take an Uber. Taxi, bus, whatever. Just don't drink and drive. It's too much loss in the world. We don't want to lose you too. Let's move on to the ladies. All right. First card for you is the mouse. The gentleman just got this. What the hell? Next card is the fish, the flames, and the pig. All right, ladies, let's see what we have for you this week. So the gentleman just got this card, ironically enough. And this is the mouse. The mouse denotes loss by theft nearby. It denotes recovery after great difficulty. But if it's distant, the loss will be irretrievable. So, ladies, you may be dealing with some theft or loss this week. So be very aware of your surroundings and what's going on this week. Make sure you got your cameras up, and if you have cameras around your home, or have your neighbors on alert if you're going away, that kind of thing. Or it could be just somebody inside your home. So the 6 is a card of problem solving. This is the spades. This is air energy, sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be you or someone surrounding you this week. Spades are thoughts, communications, fears, and anxiety. So ladies, some of you are sweating something this week. For many of you ladies this week, you're going through a necessary transition. Some of you may be relocating or moving this week. This is a card of endings and beginnings. Usually when you see the spades, it's endings to something. Many of you are moving to a new place. This is a permanent ending to a relationship for many of you. Someone in the couple is not being truthful, and you've been trying to make small improvements over time. So, however it is, many of you ladies this week are going to find out some truths, and it will be a permanent ending to your relationship. And this could be with your boo or a family member or something. Not necessarily romance. Love is very wide ranged. Just remember, you can't run from things, ladies. You have to really examine the way you think, and running away is going to do absolutely nothing for you other than giving you an immediate escape from what's going on. However, if you are in a violent or abusive relationship, go. There's people out there who have probably been waiting for you to give the green light because they all know what's been going on. If it's an abusive situation, you definitely need to get out of there. But you have to face it, because it'll continue to repeat itself over and over again. And I'm sure many of you ladies have gone over this cycle several times already in your relationship with this person. I'm sorry to hear about that. But yeah, there looks like a move is possibly happening this week, or maybe the plans to move will be discussed this week. And don't overanalyze everything. This, I want to run away, is just a natural instinct for defense. If it's just not working and you can make better decisions and get yourself out of your situation in a manner that's less abruptive and not planned out, basically. Next card we have is the fish. The fish is the emblem of riches through stocks, but if distant, it foretells a future of disaster. So ladies, you may be coming into some money somehow. Maybe it's being left to you. Maybe someone is coming into money around you. This is the 4 of Hearts, and this is cups and water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, this could be you or someone surrounding you this week. This is a card of relationships, intuition, and emotions. The 4 is a card of stability and stagnation. This is a card that says you have a strong foundation. You have stability in love. There's no change in your happiness going on. So this may not be with your boo, ladies. This may be with a family member, or it's just somebody's trying to steal from you. Not having to do with your relationship so much. You know, it may vary. One or the other is definitely going to resonate with many of you. This week, ladies, you have many gifts at your disposal. This is a card of apathy, feeling unfulfilled. On the flip side, many of you are getting some surprise gifts this week. If you're feeling unfulfilled, it might be this loss you're dealing with. Or maybe you haven't quite gotten on the path of your soul journey yet, you know, what you're destined to do or be. But you're getting there. You're coming up for some air right now because things have been kind of crazy. Many of you are getting a gift right at this moment. Many of you will receive a gift this week. It is a wonderful card to have, but at the expense of your happiness. Don't focus on a certain concept that doesn't exist in your reality, basically. You have tons of things at your disposal. So if you're thinking you want something else, bigger, better, whatever, that may not be the way to go right now. Slow and easy wins the race, I guess, type feeling I'm getting here. But somehow or another, through someone else you're tight with, or through some kind of investment, ladies, that you've had, you're coming into some money this week, it seems. All right, let's move on. Here we have flames. Flames on the hearth indicate good fortune and neutralizes the evil of near-lying unlucky cards and increases the value of lucky ones. So look at that. Somebody may try to steal from you this week, ladies. They're just going to get caught because they're stupid, or maybe they would think twice about it and turn around. But however it happens, you're going to end up good this week, no matter what happens. It's starting to look much better. So you've got riches coming in this week. You have good luck that's going to douse that out. All these flames, they're dousing out all the stuff that's negative and yucky. Diamonds, that is pentacles. That's a money card. This is earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be you or someone surrounding you this week. It's a great, great card. Sevens are assessments and evaluations. So if you're coming into a bunch of money this week, ladies, you might want to look at your assets and finances and take another look at your checks and balances. Many of you are seeing results from your investments, and that be maybe over here where it says stocks, or maybe you invested in a business or something like that. However, it's coming, stocks, bonds, stuff like that. You're coming into money. You need to take some time and compare what you've invested with the results so far. So if you've changed things up, done things a little bit differently, trying something new, you want to go back and take a look at it now and see if it matches your investment. So if it does, keep going. If not, maybe you want to rethink it a little bit, whatever you're doing, and switch it up so that it meets the criteria that you're looking for. These are great lessons to be learned as you go along. You are definitely ready to harvest what you've invested. And definitely pay attention to your balance sheets this week. Be careful this week, ladies, with gossip and slander. Some of you may be having disagreements with or having negotiations. You might be having disagreements about negotiations or one of the other. If you're in a relationship, ladies, you're balancing love and money. There may be relationship issues this week due to money. So pay attention to that. You got a lot of money coming in. Maybe there's arguments or, heated conversations about where and how and what to do with this money. That is quite a possibility. Watch out for the people that are talking shit. It's not their business. Don't let anybody slander your name because they're jealous. And your relationship issues are going to turn out just fine. Remember, you got the fire and it just squashes everything on the board. That's negative, so there you go. Next up, we have the Three of Spades. Again, spades is swords and air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be you or someone surrounding you this week. This is a card of thoughts, communications, fears, and anxiety. The three is a card of creativity, birth, and growth. You're going to be learning a lot of lessons this week, ladies. And it will also confirm how strong your relationship is. Because money should never come over love. It's very stressful, and money is the root of all evil. It really is. It's caused more fights about stupider things. This is the pig card, because I got off track. The pig, whether near or far, is an omen of phenomenal luck and great abundance. High honors and all ambitions attained. So no matter what you're going through this week, ladies, your week's going to end up phenomenal. A lot of you have some serious money coming in, whatever it's from. Don't fight with your boo over it. Sit down and write it out and see where the best way to invest your money is. And if you've gotten money through an investment, maybe you want to do some improvements or in your life or whatever, or replace things that are not working well, and then reinvest in other places so you can keep that residual flow going. But the pig is phenomenal luck. It's going to end up being a great week for you. People be stupid to try and steal from you. Just saying. This person is a very creative person, a person with not a whole lot of self-confidence. There may be misunderstandings, cheating, heartbreak, and a third party butting their nose into your business on the love front. And this doesn't actually necessarily mean on the love front. Heartbreak could be something that you've totally poured your heart into, and somebody's trying to steal your idea. There's theft. Somebody's trying to steal what you do, take credit for what you do. This is an artistic person, a crafty person, has some self-confidence issues. There may be some misunderstandings with this card again. Yeah, third-party interruption. So make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's this week, ladies, because you never know what could happen. All right, so that wraps up your reading, ladies, for the week of May 5th, 2025. Happy Cinco de Mayo, ladies. Enjoy your week. Let me know if you come into that big cash flow. I'd love to hear about it. Write down in the comments. Thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys are great, and I really appreciate you tuning in. For all the others that have been here, thanks for hanging around. Your return watching of the videos and coming to see me every day really means a lot to me. I appreciate it, and you're helping my channel grow. So with that, until next time, blessed be. Have a great week, everyone.